Today I'd like to share the story of our visit to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, one of Colorado's most dramatic and underrated national parks. While many visitors are familiar with places like the Grand Canyon or Rocky Mountain National Park, Black Canyon often remains a hidden gem. After spending time there, we quickly understood why it deserves much more attention. As we approached the park, the landscape seemed fairly typical for western Colorado: rolling hills, forests, and rugged terrain. But everything changed the moment we reached the canyon rim. Suddenly, the earth appeared to open up beneath our feet. Our first view of the Black Canyon was breathtaking. Unlike many canyons that gradually reveal their depth, the walls of Black Canyon plunge almost straight down. The cliffs are so steep and narrow that the bottom of the canyon can be difficult to see from certain viewpoints. Looking over the edge gave us a true sense of how powerful nature can be. The canyon gets its name from the fact that much of it remains in shadow for large portions of the day. In some sections, sunlight reaches the canyon floor for only a brief time. These dark shadows, combined with the nearly vertical walls, create an appearance that is both beautiful and intimidating. One of the first things we learned was how this incredible landscape formed. Over millions of years, the Gunnison River carved its way through some of the hardest rock in North America. Unlike many rivers that gradually widen their canyons over time, the Gunnison focused its energy downward, creating a canyon that is exceptionally deep and narrow. The numbers are impressive. In some places, the canyon walls drop more than 2,000 feet from rim to river. Certain sections are so narrow that the distance across the canyon is only a fraction of its depth. It is one of the steepest and most dramatic canyon landscapes in the United States. As we drove along the South Rim Road, we stopped at several overlooks. Each viewpoint offered a completely different perspective. Some looked directly down into the canyon, while others showcased sweeping views of the jagged cliffs stretching into the distance. One of the highlights was seeing the Painted Wall, the tallest cliff in Colorado. Rising more than 2,200 feet above the Gunnison River, this massive rock face is streaked with lighter-colored pegmatite veins that create patterns resembling brushstrokes on a giant canvas. It's easy to understand how it became one of the park's most photographed landmarks. 6. As we continued exploring, we discovered that the beauty of the park changes throughout the day. In the morning, sunlight illuminates one side of the canyon while leaving the other in darkness. By afternoon, the lighting shifts dramatically. The changing shadows constantly transform the appearance of the cliffs and rock formations. One thing that surprised us was how quiet the park felt. Even during busy travel seasons, Black Canyon tends to receive far fewer visitors than many other national parks. This creates a peaceful atmosphere where you can spend time enjoying the scenery without large crowds. We also spent time walking some of the short rim trails. These paths provide excellent opportunities to experience different viewpoints and appreciate the immense scale of the canyon. Along the way, we encountered pinyon pines, junipers, wildflowers, and occasional wildlife. The park is home to mule deer, foxes, chipmunks, and numerous bird species. We were especially excited to spot soaring birds riding the canyon thermals far below the rim. The steep cliffs provide important nesting habitat for many species that thrive in this rugged environment. One fascinating aspect of Black Canyon is its reputation among adventurers. While most visitors enjoy the overlooks and trails, experienced climbers and hikers sometimes descend into the canyon itself. These routes are extremely challenging, requiring steep scrambles and careful navigation. Looking over the edge, it became clear why the National Park Service considers many inner canyon routes among the most difficult in the national park system. As impressive as the canyon appears from above, the Gunnison River at the bottom is equally remarkable. Though it may look small from the rim, the river continues to carve and shape the canyon today. The water flows through narrow passages and powerful rapids, creating an environment that remains wild and largely untouched. One of our favorite moments came near sunset. As the sun dropped lower in the sky, the canyon walls began glowing with shades of gold, orange, and red. The shadows deepened, emphasizing the canyon's incredible depth. The scene felt almost magical. Photographers often describe Black Canyon as a place of dramatic contrasts, and we quickly understood why. Bright sunlight and deep shadow exist side by side. Massive cliffs tower above a narrow river. Harsh rock formations support surprisingly diverse plant and animal life. Another reason many people enjoy visiting Black Canyon is its dark skies. Because the park is relatively remote and free from major sources of light pollution, It offers excellent stargazing opportunities. On clear nights, the Milky Way stretches across the sky above the canyon, creating spectacular views for astronomers and photographers alike. For anyone planning a visit, we would recommend allowing plenty of time to stop at the overlooks rather than rushing through. Each viewpoint reveals something different, and the changing light throughout the day makes repeated visits worthwhile. Bringing water, sun protection, and a camera is also a good idea because you'll likely find yourself stopping often to admire the scenery. As our visit came to an end, we took one last look across the canyon. The steep cliffs, the winding river far below, and the dramatic shadows created a landscape unlike any other we had seen. While Colorado is famous for its mountains, Black Canyon reminds visitors that some of the state's greatest natural wonders lie hidden in its depths. Our visit to Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park left us with a deep appreciation for the power of water, time, and geology. It is a place of immense scale, striking beauty, and surprising solitude. A destination that rewards anyone willing to venture beyond Colorado's more famous attractions. Whether you're a photographer, hiker, stargazer, or simply someone who enjoys spectacular scenery, Black Canyon offers an unforgettable experience and a perspective on nature that is truly awe-inspiring.